Welcome to the BTFC. Let me show you around. We're really happy because we used to be in a space where it was like super cold, it was super hot all the time, and now we are in a really beautiful space. We share the space with Prosper Digital Studio, and it's a really cool marriage. We do a lot of cool events in here, our writer's room, our pitch session, our producing circle, a lot of that stuff happens in here. Oh, hey. Welcome to the Black TV and Film Collective. My name is Sharia Muhammad, and I am writer, director, and producer, but I'm also the executive director of the BTFC. And so, you know, a lot of times the first question that people have about the Black TV and Film Collective is, what do we do? So I think that's a really great place to start. We do three things. We help members with professional development, we build relationships, and we help each other make work. And in my experience, those are the three things that you really need to be successful in this industry, because you have to be really good at what you do, you have to have relationships, and you have to have work to show. And those are the reasons that we focus on those three areas. So we have tons of classes, tons of workshops, everything from producing to directing to writing, you know, just really constantly improving on our skills and sharing knowledge. You know, that's really one thing that's really important. If I know something and you want to know it, I don't mind teaching it. You know, I don't mind teaching it to you. And that's kind of the model that we have here at the collective. The second thing is relationships. Relationships are so important in this industry. You heard it saying that it's all about who you know, and no other industry is that as true as in entertainment, you know. And so we build relationships not only with each other. We have 1,200 members here in New York City, spread all across the 5 boroughs, which is really cool. We run really deep, and we build relationships with each other. But we also build relationships outside of the collective, because when you're watching the credits, when you're watching the end of a film, there are hundreds of people who are literally listed in those credits, from production attorneys to production accountants to publicists to marketers to, you know, everything that you can think of, they're listed. And so we build a lot of relationships with people who can just help us to make our work. And then the third thing is that we help each other to make our work. That's really simple. Hey guys, I'm shooting, I need X, Y, and Z. I need this location, I need this piece of equipment, I need these bodies. A lot of times production budgets, they're really high because of various things, and if we can help each other, we can help to keep those budgets low, and which means that more work is being made. And when we help each other, and when we are constantly improving our knowledge and our relationships, that means more quality work is being made. So that's kind of, in summary, the Black TV and Film Collective. And I'm really excited to talk to you guys a little bit more about what we're doing. We just released a new series called Keloid. It's a supernatural drama, which is really super cool. Over 20 Black TV and Film Collective members came together to make it, and we look forward to not just releasing Keloid, but also releasing more work like this in the future. And we hope that you're enjoying it.
I'm Montserrat Adabanja with Brown Girl for the Arts, and today we're sitting here with Haria Muhammad. She is the founder of the Black TV and Film Collective. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for coming.
And thank you for having us. And so we're going to talk about Keloid. And Keloid is the collective's new web series.
Yes, it is.
About a Black teenage boy with telekinetic and telepathic powers, correct? Mm-hmm. And his relationship with his mom.
Yeah, it's juicy.
Okay, tell us about it.
Well, you know, first of all, people ask me all the time because I wrote and directed the series. They ask me all the time, "Oh, were you into sci-fi? Were you like a sci-fi head?" And the honest answer is no. Of course, I loved me some Star Trek growing up. Who did not love Star Trek: Next Generation and some of those other shows and like Star Wars and such? But I wouldn't say necessarily that I just totally lived sci-fi, but we decided we wanted to launch a channel for the Black TV and Film Collective, and we wanted on our channel, we thought about what genres, we wanted on our channel represented, and we wanted it to be a place where people could come and watch really quality work by members and by independent content creators. And so we said, okay, of course we have some drama, we got some comedy, we want to have, some really interesting talk that focuses on some of the pertinent issues of our industry as well as our time that we live in, but we gotta have some sci-fi.
Yeah.
We gotta have some sci-fi / supernatural. People say, is Keloid really supernatural? Is it really sci-fi? I think it's more supernatural than it is sci-fi. But we didn't have any scripts that were in the hopper that I had seen come through the BTFC that were ready to be produced. And we were kind of on a time crunch. We wanted to do it before, get things going within a certain amount of time. So I said, forget it. I'll just write something, And so I sat down one evening and I started with a kernel of an idea, which is what would it look like if, a young black teenager, a young black teenage boy had special abilities, and what would his life be like? And I thought about the relationship between my brother and my mother when my brother was going, through his adolescence, and he got to that age where he was trying to go out in the neighborhood and explore, and my mother's desire to keep him protected, and they just butted heads like all the time because my brother was trying to spread his wings and fly, and my mother was trying to protect him. And so with that, experience and this kernel of an idea, Keloid was born. And, I just fell in love with these characters. I fell in love with the story. And the fact that Keloid has, these abilities, that's really secondary to the relationship that he has with the people around him. And I think the relationships are really what drive, the show. It's really what makes the show, makes you feel like you can relate, makes audiences feel like they can relate. And it's doing really well. We've been getting some great press. We've been getting some great reviews. The numbers are really, really strong on YouTube. So we're happy with it. And more importantly, it's attracting attention for the Black TV and Film Collective, which that's always been the purpose, to attract more members, to attract more resources, to attract more opportunities, because there's strength in numbers. We have 1,200 members right now in the BTFC, and we're writers, we're directors, we're editors, we're cinematographers, we are, even publicists and marketers. But the more we can grow the BTFC, the more we can attract opportunities and resources that we can all benefit from, And so that's really the purpose. And so I couldn't be happier right now.